We are live.
थैंक यू। गुड मॉर्निंग, नमस्कार। सीएससी के इस ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म पर हम सभी से जुड़ने के लिए आप सभी का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। जैसा कि हम सभी जानते हैं कि एजुकेशन हमारी ज़िंदगी में एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रोल प्ले करती है। एंड पिछले कुछ समय में पर्टिकुलरली कोविड टाइम्स में हमने ये रियलाइज़ किया कि एजुकेशन प्रणाली में कुछ बदलाव लाने की ज़रूरत है। पर्टिकुलरली डिजिटल स्किल्स पर ज़्यादा फोकस किया जा रहा है, चाहे वो गवर्नमेंट हो या प्राइवेट इंस्टीट्यूशंस हो। सभी ने ये बात को रियलाइज़ किया कि डिजिटली लिटरेट होना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, साथ ही साथ कन्वेंशनल मेथड के। तो आज सीएससी के इस प्लेटफॉर्म पर इसी संदर्भ में हम आप सभी के साथ जुड़े हैं, ताकि हम ये डिजिटल लाइफ स्किल्स अपने स्टूडेंट्स के लिए लेकर आ सकें। So first of all, I welcome all the participants who've joined us from the Infosys team and the CSC team. Thank you for joining us and welcome to the session.
Thank you. Thank you, Diksha.
Now to begin with, first of all, I would request Mr. Rishikesh Patankar, who's the CEO of Education and CSC Academy from CSC SPV, to please tell us about this partnership with Infosys. At the same time, give us shed some more light on CSC education. Sir, please.
Thank you, Dikshant. And
Rishikesh will put his video off.
Rishikesh sir, can you hear us?
audible hai, Diksha?
Yeah, it's
Ji.
okay. Go ahead. Dikshant, you can explain.
आई थिंक कुछ नेटवर्क कनेक्शन के इशू की वजह से हम ऋषिकेश सर से अभी नहीं जुड़ पा रहे हैं। सो टू स्टार्ट विद देन आई वुड रिक्वेस्ट मिस्टर किरण, who is the Principal Education Training and Assessment Program Manager, Infosys Springboard Initiative, to please talk about the initiative and explain our viewers that what exactly are we targeting at. Kiran sir, please.
Thank you, Dikshant. Thanks for the opportunity. Let me share my screen. Yeah. So the Infosys Springboard is part of our ESG initiative, which was launched in October last year. So as part of this, we have taken an ambitious goal of enabling 10 million learners in next 5 years by 2025, and in all 21st century digital skills. This also includes the life skills and of course the what we call soft skills, which are which is applicable to each and every one of us. The soft skills, what we normally say, it could be communication skills or articulation skills, etc. So as part of this, we would like to we will be enabling the students as young as a middle school till until they complete their education in colleges, as well as until they get employed. We are going to handhold them. So that is our objective as part of this platform. Let me briefly tell you more about this platform. Now, you might be wondering, how do you access Infosys Springboard if you want to get started? So that's very easy now. So all you have to do is either you can, if you are using laptop or desktop, you can use this URL, infispringboard.onwingspan.com, or if you are using a smartphone, both either Android or iOS, we have an app by the same name, Infosys Springboard. So it's very easy, and you can just go to one of these locations, and once you click for registration, again, it takes only a couple of minutes. We will, if you have a Gmail, you can go through the Google authentication and you can get started. Otherwise, we are also going to work, since this will have a larger impact across India with CSC, we are going to onboard in bulk as well. Those of you are already leveraging the various services on CSC platform. We will try and ensure that all of you can seamlessly get onto the Springboard platform for all your learning needs. So here, as part of this, we will be bringing in the digital learning skills. Even to begin with, we know most of the learners will be logging in from the remote villages in India. So the spoken English is one of the very important skill for each one of us today in the current context, whether to have a quality education or even to get employed with whatever may be your qualification. So English speaking skills is a very important skills which we have launched as young as middle school. Means if you are even in a beginner level itself, you can start. So as part of this, we have brought in very popular English learning content, which as soon as you register on for this course, initial first 15 minutes, we will do a quick assessment to benchmark or to know so that you can know where you are. Then we have 10 levels of learning, where each level which will also have an assessment, so that once you clear that assessment, you know that you are at level 1, then you can move to the level 2 like that. Then each one of these courses we will also be issuing the course completion certificate as well. So as you complete these courses, you will get the course completion once you complete with self-assessment by scoring 60% and above. Then we also have a video proctored certification, which is an industry standard certification as well. So already we have launched for a couple of technical courses. Very soon we will be launching for other courses as well, so that this will also improve your employability with most of the companies who are registered under NASSCOM and CII in India. So then we have a lot of other things which will help depending on what your role is, whether you are a student, whether you are a college student, or whether you are a professional or a teacher. So each one of you have some basically have some relevant courses applicable in your context. Just to give you some numbers and the spread, we have more than 3,900 courses, which we have these are all quality content which we have procured from some of the leading content providers in the world, the likes of Coursera. So this is going to have means you are going to get a curated content under one platform without getting overwhelmed. We will also be working with CSC team to curate these courses which is applicable in your context, whether you are in village or whether you are in a bank or a financial services. So there are a lot of courses which is applicable to each one of you. Then we have also ensured that while you are learning, you can also see how your peers are learning. So there's a good gamification which has built so that you will also keep earning the badges, and also you will keep accumulating the learning points as part of this. Then we have also be conducting on almost a daily basis one class or other we have been conducting. For example, this is our online platform. It looks like a typical classroom which you are used to, or we can also make sure that it is quite engaging as well. So this has capability, even we have tested this up to even 20,000 people are joining our live sessions in one go. And to ensure that it is quite interactive and you can directly interact with us, we also have inbuilt the chat facility, which you can interact with us directly and ask your questions, and it will get clarified on a real-time basis, either in the same day or the next day by latest. So then this is we also are bringing in industry standard certifications. For example, recently we launched on cybersecurity. Those of you would like to pursue your career in cybersecurity. So this, even though you are new to any of these things, you can learn from the basics as if you are starting today. Then we will take you all the way up to the employable skills, so that you can improve your employability once you complete the certification courses on our platform. Okay. Then to ensure that you are also learning hands-on, we will be setting up a Makers Lab in select cities to begin with. Eventually, as we go, we will start expanding in the major cities in India. Then we also would like to ensure that even the schools in villages, especially the government schools, also get access to this Makers Lab. So we are working with the Karnataka State Road Transport Corporation here to create Makers Lab on wheels, so that these buses can go to the government schools in the villages. And once it reaches to your village or in your Gram Panchayat area, So those of you who have already learned on the Springboard, you can get to do hands-on experiments on the kids as per the National Education Policy 2020 on the Atal Tinkering Lab. The kits we are going to ensure we are going to provide on these buses so that you can even the people in the remote villages will also make the best use of this. So this is in short, which I wanted to tell so that we can ignite the aspirations of all the learners in India, so irrespective of who they are. And there is a lot of things which you can learn. And we also encourage lifelong learning so that even if you have learned one skill, for example, it could be in BA, BSc or BCom, and you want to come back and learn about statistics or analytics, or it could be any other design skills. So we will leave it to the learner on what we believe is your interest and the time should be the only resistance for you to learning. The rest of the hurdles we would like to remove so that each one of you can learn skill of your choice. So again, I thank CSC's management team for giving us this opportunity to make this available to each one of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Not only that the platform is beautifully designed, but I think you explained it in a very nice manner. And I believe that the journey of going from ordinary to extraordinary will be fueled by the courses that we are providing here. And as you said, that not only irrespective of your age, what you do and where you come from, these soft skills, these communication skills are very important for us. So एंड हम बिल्कुल आशा करेंगे कि जो 10 मिलियन लर्नर्स का हमारा टारगेट है वो हम जल्दी से जल्दी को पूरा करेंगे। सेशन को आगे बढ़ाते हुए अब मैं ऋषिकेश सर से रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा कि वो सीएससी एजुकेशन के बारे में सबको ब्रीफ करें और इस पार्टनरशिप पे अपने व्यूज हमारे सामने रखें। ऋषिकेश सर।
दीक्षांत, ऋषिकेश सर के पास टेक्निकल कुछ प्रॉब्लम है तो अभी वाईफाई का कनेक्शन देने के लिए मैंने भेजा है, तो थोड़ी देर बाद मिल लेंगे सर।
जी जी। सो मूविंग ऑन, आई थिंक हम उनसे 5-10 मिनट बाद बातचीत करेंगे। So moving on, I would request we are also joined by Mr. Victor from the Infosys team. Victor sir, first of all, welcome to the session, and also I would request you to please share your opinion on the partnership.
Thank you, Dikshant. We are really glad and excited on this opportunity to join hands with CSC and amplify this program of Infosys Springboard to the rural learners and the needy across the country. Infosys is known for our 4 decades of best practices and gold standards on competency development, reskilling our own engineers and our own teams internally towards digital, towards life skills. And as part of our own ESG vision, we have taken up this new mission to enable 10 million learners on the digital and life skills in the next 5 years. So this is as part of our own digital literacy mission. And of course, this is going to benefit the entire ecosystem, the learning ecosystem in the country. But students, will get to learn by doing and develop holistically in preparing for emerging jobs and career opportunities. As Kiran was outlining, so there are about 3,900 courses currently, and it is likely to be refurbished and likely to grow in the days to come. And there are many hands-on learning, hands-on practice, and hands-on assessment that will be conducted on the platform, which the students across the country can actually log in and complete and get benefited. And similarly, women and girl children, there are focused programs and learning microsites which are put together on the platform for women and girl children and learners. So there are specialized resources, mentoring, expert mentoring program for holistic development are planned and available on the platform, which will certainly help the women empowerment and enabling them towards preparing for a better future. And similarly, the platform is also designed for working professionals where they can learn advanced digital skills to prepare them for high-paying jobs of the future. And not only that, even the teacher community can utilize the platform in a better way. There is a collaboration platform which can be used freely by by the teachers to conduct online classes if they want to conduct, right? As well as for teachers to train themselves and equip themselves with the new skills. The platform provides all those engagement features and conduct their classes in an effective way. The platform and as well as the programs that are available on the platform will groom them towards that. And NGOs obviously can extend the learning benefits more broadly to the underserved section of the society. So we are really excited to join hands with CSC and CSC leadership today to launch as part of this partnership, and hopefully this will benefit the larger community in India. So thank you for this opportunity. Back to you.
Thank you so much, sir. In fact, the pleasure is ours in collaborating with an institution such as the Infosys when it comes to making people digitally aware about all these life skills. And the objective यहाँ पर बाइफोल्ड है. आप देखिए कि एजुकेशन के साथ साथ हम बहुत सारी चीज़ों पर फोकस कर रहे हैं. जैसे सर ने बताया कि विमेन एम्पावरमेंट से कैसे ये चीज़ें लिंक्ड हैं, और ये प्लेटफॉर्म एक वन स्टॉप शॉप बनेगा आपकी सारी लर्निंग लीड्स के लिए. So I'm really excited for this partnership. Moving on, I would request Dr. Dinesh Tyagi, MD CSC SPV, to please share his opinion on the partnership and the launch.
Thank you, Dikshant. Thank you so much. सबसे पहले सभी को नमस्कार. All the VLE who are now participating in this webinar, thank you for joining us. And Kiran ji, Victor ji, Padma ji from Infosys, we are very grateful to you. Actually, what my colleague said, taking ordinary to extraordinary. So this is actually taking our steps from ordinary to extraordinary. For CSC, it's a great moment. And as we say, Common Service Center, the foundation of Common Service Center is based on education. And that's why so far we were doing some education programs from class 3, 5, 8, 10, and 12. Some part of the other literacy programs, some on digital, also Prime Minister Gramin Digital Saksharta Abhiyan of training 6 crore citizens in rural India. That is also being done through CSC. So CSC was so far doing ordinary cases. And with the relationship Infosys, we will do extraordinary cases. I think that's a great moment for us. And we are very grateful to the Infosys for supporting us and helping us in trying and taking this to almost all corners of the country. चाहे वो नागालैंड हो, चाहे वो असम हो, चाहे मणिपुर हो, और all the remote locations जहाँ लोगों को मुश्किल होता है, थोड़ा difficulty होती है in getting an access to good quality content for enhancing their skills. तो हमारे अभी 4 lakh centers हैं, 4 lakh centers which we have, and all these 4 lakh centers are geographically equitably spread. So there is an access point. और बहुत सारे लोग गांव में पढ़ना चाहते हैं and they don't have devices or they don't have the wherewithal in order to try and access content. उसके लिए assisted format बहुत अच्छा है. Our CSC can help all those who want to learn and use his computing infrastructure in order to enhance their skills. So our CSC basically do that part of the work. One may get only 1 or 2 candidates for a course in one village, but ultimately 4 lakh people will give 8 lakh candidates. So that is the idea about trying and do it. It may not be classroom type in that sense. It may be non-classroom, non-traditional format for doing education and enhancing skills, but I think that is what we have built in. We built in a platform which is normally non-traditional and try and creating access to people. जैसा आपने कहा कि मिडिल क्लास से लेकर के और हायर क्लास प्लस जो प्रोफेशनल्स हैं उन सब के लिए अपॉर्चुनिटी है. दिस ऑल्सो गिव्स अस मोमेंटम बिकॉज हमारे पास बहुत सारे लोग हैं. लॉट ऑफ आवर रियली एंटरप्रेन्योर्स देमसेल्व्स आर प्रोफेशनल्स. काफ़ी ने बीटेक किया है. आई थिंक हरियाणा मोस्ट ऑफ देम आर बीटेक and most of them are MCA and BCA in J&K. So they are very qualified people. They wanted to set up an enterprise. That's why they do CSC. And they're building their skills and want to serve the community. So this is social enterprise. उनको अपने आप अपनी skill बढ़ाने में भी मदद मिलेगी. और 4 lakh entrepreneurs themselves can enhance their skills both on entrepreneurship as well as also on communication so that their business significantly improves. Infosys relationship will go a long way in establishing credibility of CSC centers within the community, that these are the people who can give you quality product and quality education services for the community in this sense with some reasonable amount which they can charge. The other thing is the two things which have been mentioned by Kiran ji ने कहा कि हम लोग classroom type system भी है उनका, where they do classrooms. See, fortunately for us, we have 6,000 CSE academies. और ये CSE academies are better infrastructure. उनके पास CCTV infrastructure, computing infrastructure अच्छा है, quality is good. One in every block. That is how we designed them. These CSE academies can be used by you rather than you creating a separate network or system for people trying and doing hands-on experiences. They can learn in their part. So आप चाहें तो इनको use कर सकते हैं, utilize this infrastructure, and they have TV, connectivity, all those problems have solved, power, all those initially problems which you will face in setting up in remote locations get resolved by this guy. And he is an entrepreneur. His ability to mobilize community is very high. So he will also try and help. तो एक तो ये वाला पोर्शन था कि आप इनके साथ हमारी एकेडमीज के साथ कर सकते हैं. हमारी टीम भी कोशिश करेगी कि एकेडमी को हम थोड़ा इग्नाइट, मोटिवेट, हैंड होल्ड, सपोर्ट and try and take them their questions and answers and their FAQs and their saying as what are the things required for them to make it popular. That part of the work our academies will do. Second point is that the schools and colleges can also be great. I think we have a relationship with the schools and colleges. Our Prime Minister Gramin Digital Saksharta Abhiyan, our children, our entrepreneurs actually go to the school and take the student from there, enroll them, train them, and get the certification done. So already there's a relationship. We are also working with Ministry of Education for building other relationship in order to enhance the skills of students for various computing programs, computer related programs, and also for the teachers which you mentioned, which is very good. I think teacher community also want to learn and enhance if they want to teach something of that nature. तो हम ये करेंगे, हमारे बच्चे जो हैं वो गांव में जाएंगे, स्कूल में जाएंगे, स्कूल के टीचर्स को डिमॉन्स्ट्रेट करेंगे, और हम आज के स्कूल्स में फाइबर टू होम कनेक्टिविटी भी देते हैं. वी आर ऑपरेट भारत नेट, तो हम लोग उनको कनेक्टिविटी स्कूल में भी देते हैं, विच इज प्रोवाइडेड बाय गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया. सो वी आर गिविंग कनेक्टिविटी टू देम. अगर डिवाइस है तो ठीक है, डिवाइस इज नॉट देयर, अ पर्सन कैन टेक ए डिवाइस टू डेमोन्स्ट्रेट to the children, and the children either in the school or in the common service center can come and learn the course of their own choice. हमारे लिए बहुत अच्छा है, and I think that is our mandate, and we can try and tell to government of India or trying incorporating this into their own system of whatever they want to do for enhancing skills in schools. We are working with the Education Ministry on the similar initiative so that schools in remote locations which does not have infrastructure, or we have poor infrastructure in basically teach computing skills, or which are unable to manage and maintain them, we help them. Our entrepreneur goes and help them in trying resolving these issues and try and see the student they also are able to learn, those who want to learn that courses. The other thing which you mentioned on the buses which you have, which is very good, looks very attractive. See, we also have buses. We don't have buses, but we have vans. We are now about 30 vans which are given by various organizations, the CSR vans. And in there are 3 computers, there's a TV screen, there's a connectivity, there's a generator set. So these 30 vans which are now operating with, they also now do vaccination program for government in remote locations. They go to villages, do advocacy for various programs of the government of India, and do that part of the work. You can also use these vans. If you can enhance these vans and create labs of the nature you have, they're small because in rural India, small will go. A big van cannot go to rural India. The roads are limitation. So we actually have, we also talked to HP, which are making large vans. We told them make small vans because large vans will go to urban roads. They can't travel to rural roads. So we have made those small vans. We already have about 30 of them, and these can be utilized. They're almost all locations. These are also operating expenses are done by our entrepreneur. The capital support we give it to him. So driver, diesel cost, running cost is managed by this person. He manages. The capital is what we supply to them, and we have this, and we find it a very good, very innovative. A lot of people use a lot of innovations at the local level. And in any case, there are no uniformity. So depending on the entrepreneur and the community he lives in, he designs his own advocacy programs using these vans. So we would request the Infosys can look into our vans and try and use them in whatever format it suits them. We can even rebrand them with Infosys partly. Partly, of course, the branding is with the CSR person who has given. So that is his branding. But one part of the branding can be done through Infosys if you support them and enhance that infrastructure to them. But we can take it a large scale. Our objective is to try and increase further the access to them. One van in every district 700 of them is what our ultimate aim is. So we keep on exciting for CSR. One van with little basic infrastructure in every district will try and help fill up the gap of hands-on training, showing and demonstrating certain skills physically, and also catering to the community which can't do it. This is very good for, as Kiran ji mentioned, for women empowerment. वो महिलाएं, वो लड़कियां जो जा नहीं सकती हैं, जिनके पास इसकी एक्सेस नहीं है, और वो कोशिश भी करें तो उनको जाने नहीं दिया जाता है, especially in villages. They can't go to school, they can't go to computer center which is outside in semi-urban, urban area or block level. उनके लिए हमारी बहुत मदद है. और हमारे, आपको अगर हमारे पीएमजी दिशा में 50% are women, and it is not by design. उसमें कोई कंडीशन नहीं थी, there were no guidelines. But 50% of the women candidates are enrolled in PM Disha. But that's remarkable. That means the appetite for women to learn is phenomenal in rural India. Only handicap is the community has certain barriers created for them to try and enhance the skills. So हमारे लिए बहुत अच्छा है. I think the objective of Infosys Springboard and the CSC Academy gel very well, because largely serving the community which otherwise is not being served. That is what we do. We call them digital teacher, though we use teacher, but actually he's not a teacher, he's a facilitator. He doesn't teach, he only facilitates learning. So we are creating these digital teachers, which are facilitator for people to enhance the skills of their own and try and support them in that sense. So we are very grateful to the CSC. I think on our behalf of all the 4 lakh common service centers, I would like to express great gratitude to the Infosys organization for supporting us and trying and taking this forward. Some of the courses looks very exciting, has huge potential for employment generation, has also potential for creating self-employment and generating local business. This will be very useful for women. Like you said on cyber security, it's a very emerging. I think every organization will have cyber security experts in that format, small or big. So cyber security people will be a new phenomena for enabling and getting some employment, either partly or fully in various organizations. This is the new emerging area. Data analytics, artificial intelligence, all these are new areas which will have huge potential for the emerging areas to come and do it. And since Infosys Foundation also gives us industry relationship, industry certification, the certificates which are VLE or are student through the CSC will get recognized by NASSCOM and other industries. So they, उनका जो नौकरी मिलने का जो उनका मकसद है वो भी पूरा हो सकता है. Their ability to try and convince the employer is higher because they've done a course which is certified by their own association. So thank you so much, and all the best. And our team hopefully will fulfill the expectations of Infosys in trying taking it all corners. We will do some more webinars in local languages, because Tamil Nadu we will do in Tamil, we will do in Malayalam, we do Hindi since Hindi belt. हम लोग कुछ और करेंगे और आपकी भी मदद लेंगे ताकि हमारी सारी टीम और हमारी वीली एक बार once they imbibe, once they appreciate, then of course the sky is the limit. But that take little longer curve. Suddenly it does not happen. They each one will weigh pros and cons. इससे अच्छा कहीं तो नहीं मिल रहा है, because today there are a lot of other opportunities available to them and they are all tech savvy, so they find out ये ऐसे अच्छा है या नहीं है. Some part of the initiative of course our team will do. We will also build it with along with something else of that nature. In fact we can try and design something कि अगर हमारा कोई भी कॉमन सर्विस सेंटर वाला कोई भी एक कोर्स करता है, VLE खुद करता है, उसके लिए हम कुछ इंसेंटिव क्रिएट कर सकते हैं, because if he does himself then only he can advocate for it. तो अगर वो करता है, और इसीलिए हमारे एम्प्लॉयज जो हैं, we have about 2000 employees and they can do courses. So one of the parameter for evaluation of the performance of the employee will be that he must have done some course from Infosys Springboard. So you will get some grace marks on your evaluation criteria. I think that will be very good, because see, employees should learn, our VLE should learn, then the community will imbibe and take value out of this. So thank you so much again and all the best. And I really hope जो आज सुन रहे हैं, जो बाद में इसको देखेंगे, they will be able to appreciate कि आपके लिए बहुत बड़ी opportunity है. This is the best time. There is nothing better than this can happen for you. आज इन्फोसिस के साथ रिलेशनशिप विल गो इन लॉन्ग वे एस्टैब्लिशिंग the CSC's ability to try and impart education, good quality education for rural communities. So thank you so much. Thank you very much. Namaskar.
Thank you so much, sir. Honestly, when it comes to education, then sky is definitely the limit. जैसा सर ने बताया कि जब हम टियर 2, टियर 3 गाँव की बात करते हैं, सिटीज़ की बात करते हैं, तो वहाँ पर जो पढ़ने सीखने की जो चाह है, जो एपेटाइट है, जो भूख है, वो बढ़ती जा रही है और बहुत ज़्यादा है। वहाँ पर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी बनती है ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस सच एज CSC, जो कि इस समय हर ग्राम पंचायत में है, कि हम उन आवश्यक चीज़ों को उन तक पहुँचाएं और उनकी जो एपेटाइट है इसको फुलफिल करें। सो वेर इन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन सच एज अगेन इन्फोसिस इज हेल्पिंग अस टू सॉल्व द ड्रीम, to actually solve the dream of making all these people digitally literate. So I think now it's time to launch the partnership, and Sarthak, I would request you to please present. So with due permission of all our guests present, I would request.
Go ahead.
Okay, so on this, we're finally launching the partnership, the Springboard application between CSC and Infosys. So on this positive note, I would request, last but not the least, Omveer sir has also joined us, who is the General Manager in the Education Team CSC SPV. Omveer sir, I would request you to please share vote of thanks.
Mr. Arohi,
Thank you, Dick.
just check with me. Arohi is joined. Padma ji, has he joined?
Thank you, sir. He couldn't join. He has asked us to continue.
Okay, fine. Yeah, Omveer, go ahead.
Thank you so much, sir. For vote of thanks, I would like to thank you, श्री ध्रुवमाला आरोही, जो सीनियर VP हैं एजुकेशन ट्रेनिंग असेसमेंट इन्फोसिस लिमिटेड में। उनके बिना, उनके डायरेक्शन के बिना ये प्रोग्राम सक्सेसफुल नहीं हो सकता था। किसी कारणों से वो नहीं ज्वाइन कर पाए, लेकिन उनकी जो थिंकिंग थी और जो उनके विचार थे, उसी की वजह से ये आज हम ये सेशन कंडक्ट कर पाए, और ये हमेशा उनका जो बल है वो हमें मिलता रहे, इसकी हम आशा करते हैं। मैं धन्यवाद देना चाहूँगा श्रीमान किरण जी का, जो प्रिंसिपल एजुकेशन ट्रेनिंग असेसमेंट प्रोग्राम मैनेजर हैं इन्फोसिस स्प्रिंगबोर्ड
सर,
इनिशिएटिव।
Apologies to interrupt, but if you can switch off your video, तो हम आपकी आवाज हम
उन्होंने
अच्छे से सुन
जिस
पाएंगे।
तरीके से इस बोर्ड के प्लेटफॉर्म और इसमें इंटीग्रेशन में भी रहे, इससे धन्यवाद। हमारी डेली इस प्लेटफॉर्म के पूरे डिटेल में समझ पाए। मैं धन्यवाद करना चाहूंगा विक्टर सुंदरराजन का, जो सीनियर लीड प्रिंसिपल हैं एजुकेशन ट्रेनिंग असेसमेंट हेड इंजीनियरिंग एकेडमी एंड इन्फोसिस। उनके बिना, स्टार्टिंग के बिना, क्योंकि इनिशिएट उन्होंने ही किया था इस इंटीग्रेशन को और इस प्लेटफॉर्म को लेके आने के लिए CSC के लिए, तो मैं उनका बहुत ही बहुत धन्यवाद करता हूँ। यहाँ पे हमारे साथ सुंदर KS हैं, जो AVP हैं इन्फोसिस में, उनका भी मैं धन्यवाद देता हूँ। मैडम पद्मा जी का भी मैं धन्यवाद देता हूँ कि उनकी गाइडेंस से हमें जो कंटेंट, क्रिएटिव कंटेंट और आज इस इवेंट को सक्सेसफुली लॉन्च करने में मदद मिली, उनका मैं बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूँ। ऋषिकेश सर, जिनको हम नहीं सुन पाए किसी टेक्निकल कारणों की वजह से, लेकिन उनके बिना गाइडेंस के भी ये प्रोग्राम आज संभव नहीं था। लास्ट बट नॉट लीस्ट, हमारे जो मोटिवेटर्स त्यागी सर, जिनके बिना इशारे के ये प्रोग्राम बिल्कुल भी संभव नहीं था, और हमारे VLE बिना इनके एफर्ट्स के, बिना इनके डायरेक्शन के शायद इस कोर्स को समझ नहीं पाते, लेकिन आज इन्होंने इस सरल भाषा में हमारे VLE को इसका इम्पोर्टेंस एक्सप्लेन किया है। मैं त्यागी सर का भी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूँ। साथ में हमारी जो मीडिया टीम है, अंजिला मैडम, सार्थक जी, दीक्षांत जी, इन सब का भी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद कि आज आपने इस प्रोग्राम को ऑर्गेनाइज कराने में अपने पूरे बल से और पूरे एफर्ट से इस प्रोग्राम को इतना ब्यूटीफुली ऑर्गेनाइज किया है। इसके लिए मेरा तहे दिल से धन्यवाद। और हम आशा ही नहीं विश्वास दिलाते हैं इन्फोसिस को कि इस प्रोग्राम में हमारे जो रूरल इंडिया में जो काम करने वाले वीएलई हैं उन तक इस प्रोग्राम को लेके जाएंगे, वो फर्दर स्टूडेंट्स को इसमें एनरोल करेंगे और उनको फायदा पहुंचाएंगे। सर मैं एक मैसेज देना चाह रहा था, हमारी सीएससी एकेडमी जिस तरीके से त्यागी सर ने बताया कि सीएससी एकेडमी चाहती हैं कि उनके पास इस तरीके के कोर्स हों। मेरे पास रिसेंटली एक वीएलई का मैसेज आया है कि सर कब मेरे सेंटर पे, मेरी सीएससी एकेडमी पे ये जो लैब ऑन व्हील जो ये वैन है, ये गाड़ी है, ये कब आएगी। मैं इनमें इन्फोसिस के कोर्सेज में स्टूडेंट्स को एनरोल कर रही हूँ लगातार, और मैं चाहती हूँ कि मेरी सीएससी एकेडमी पे ये लैब ऑन व्हील आके और बच्चों को पढ़ाए। सर इस सेंस के साथ हम ये फील कर सकते हैं कि कितनी उत्सुकता है हमारे वीएलई के बीच में। और ये सेंटर सर सीकर के पेवा ग्राम पंचायत में चल रहा है, और यहाँ पे जो वीएलई पढ़ा रही हैं ट्रेनर, वो कहते हैं कि कंटेंट तो हमारे पास आ गया सर, मैं ट्रेनिंग दे दूंगी, लेकिन मेरे जो बच्चे हैं वो हैंड्स ऑन लैब करना चाहते हैं। तो वो भी उन्होंने यहाँ पे इशारे में समझाया है कि उनकी जो उत्सुकता है वो अट्रैक्ट करती है कि इन्फोसिस की ये जो वैन है, ये गाड़ी है, ये लैब ऑन व्हील है, ये उनके पास पहुंचे। इसके साथ ही मैं सभी जो गेस्ट हैं, स्पीकर्स हैं, उन सबका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद करता हूँ। थैंक यू सो मच।
थैंक यू ओमवीर सर। सो आई थिंक हमने बहुत ही पॉजिटिव नोट पर हम आज की पार्टनरशिप को लेके चले हैं, और पर्सनली अगर मैं बात करूं तो मैं बहुत एक्साइटेड हूं इस प्लेटफॉर्म पर जाने के लिए और अपने खुद के लिए कोर्स देखने के लिए कि मैं क्या नई चीज़ें सीख सकता हूं। और मैं आशा करता हूं कि जितने भी वीएलईज हमें देख रहे हैं, सुन रहे हैं, वो खुद भी एक्साइटेड होंगे और इस एक्साइटमेंट को और लोगों तक पास ऑन करेंगे, ताकि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोग, ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा सिटीजन, स्टूडेंट्स, हाउसवाइफ्स, सभी लोग इन कोर्सेज का, इस पार्टनरशिप का फ़ायदा उठा पाएँ। सो इसी नोट पर हम आज के सेशन का एंड करेंगे। एक बार फिर से मैं सभी स्पीकर्स को धन्यवाद बोलता हूं for taking out their precious time and joining us for the launch. Thank you so very much for joining us for the session, and thank you so much to all the VLEs who are watching us right now. आप सभी का दिन शुभ रहे। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, Dikshant. Thank you so much. नमस्कार।